Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. This video today is going to cover December 9th through the 15th, which also includes that 12/12 gateway and that full moon that's happening in Gemini. So lots of stuff happening this week. But it seems like it's a little bit of a respite in the middle of the holiday, whatever that's going on. So happy holidays, whichever holiday you're celebrating. I want to encourage you to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign covers the core of you. It is your value system. It's how you view the world. Your moon sign is how you're going to react and respond to the energies around you, either from other people or planetary actions. And your rising sign is how you are viewed by the world. It is your personality. It's how you interact with the world. Holy cow. Wow. All right. So, what a mixed bag. Okay. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. It's been a heck of a year, and I really appreciate it. I am doing yearly readings, and they will be hitting as soon as I complete your reading, I'll post it. So go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when that happens. I will have them out before the beginning of the year. I promise. And the other thing is that I'm offering a special for $20.20, 2020, get it? You can get your own personal year ahead preview, and it will include additional cards besides the ones that I'll be using in the ones that come up for the general readings. And I'm offering gift certificates for any of my readings for 2020 through the end of December. So if you would like to purchase a gift certificate, just hit me up at moondirected@gmail.com, and we will figure that out. I will send you an actual certificate that you can present. So this week you have all cups energy. There's 4 of them here, all that water energy. It's kind of so we have the celebratory energy of the 9 of Cups, of lots of things going on, lots of enjoyment, and feeling the abundance of everything, emotionally filled up. Lots of friends and family and opportunity, but you also have the 4 of Cups, which is it's being offered and you may not want to participate. And I kind of think that that's a real possibility because of some of the energies on Wednesday. I think Wednesday we have this energy of feeling a little isolated, a little alone, a little not really wanting to be engaged. And so I think that the majority of the energy this week will be this. But this is how you may feel from time to time, or you feel like you're supposed to feel like this, but in reality, this is how you feel. However, the other 2 cards were really good, and so I feel like overall, not a bad week. We have the 6 of Cups, which is that soulmate energy. It's also that going home and being with your family and your childhood playmates. So like say you go home from college and you're hanging out with your friends, and there's that feeling from high school, right? And we have the Page of Cups, which is a beautiful, creative kind of expression of love, of care, of passion that is shared between people that care about each other. And it also could be news and information coming in from it could be someone that's younger than you, or it just could be that you hear from your family and friends, and that makes you feel that way. So kind of a mixed bag of emotions, but it's very emotional. It's very Cancer with all that water and emotions stirred up there. So I would like to remind you that we are not our emotions. We simply experience them. And so when you're having that minute, that couple of hours where you're like, just remember it's going to pass soon. It's probably because of some aspect of the moon that's going on. Or actually on Wednesday we have Venus in conjunction with Saturn at the same time that Mercury is in a trine with Neptune. And so that's a lot of emotional energy getting stirred up, and everybody's going to be just a little bit, feeling isolated. So it's not just you. So take some pleasure in knowing that, wow, okay, lots of cards coming up for you today. So I'm guessing this is a very big week for you, which doesn't really surprise me because we have the full moon happening here in Gemini. And so that full moons tend to really stir up the energy anyways. But Cancer, you feel it more than others because the moon rules your sign. So Okay, first off, we have calmness. This is remaining calm in the middle of the storm, because when we walk into the week, the moon is in Taurus, and there's this need to create, this need to express what it is you're trying to build and organize it in a way that makes things very getting it ready for presentation, because it's really important to you. So either presenting it to a family member, to friends, to your boss. There's some kind of energy of wanting to create something. So take it slow, purposeful, ensuring a long, safe, bountiful trip. So take your time. There's a lot going on. I could see this because we have so much happening here. So we also have the healing energy. So that would be that nurturing, Six of Cups kind of energy. So that's happening. We have the woman's wisdom. Women's wisdom is that intuition from the moon, right? So I think this moon cycle is really, really affecting you. It would be happening in the 12th house for you. So that would be very much of... especially if you're a rising sign, that's in your 12th house. That's your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your wishes. And so your spiritual arena, and there just might be a lot happening there. The reason I'm really looking this up is because you have the crow, but the crow says law. And I always think of the crows as being messengers of magic, but this one says, if the crow has flown into your cards today, listen to your instincts and act upon them in a way that is honorable and serves your purpose. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Never expect others to do what you should do yourself, and never act in the way that may cause harm to another. Breaking these simple rules will see a strong arm of spiritual law slam down with the karmic hammer. So where we are right now in the ascension process is karma is being resolved all over the place. And now it used to be you could do something in a lifetime and you may not have to balance that karma until maybe even this lifetime. So it could be like thousands of lifetimes later when that karma gets balanced. Well, karma is being balanced all over the place because we're leaving this age of Pisces and moving into the age of Aquarius, and that's a leveling up process. And so now the energy of next year, 2020 in particular, you will notice that the karmic response is quicker. So treating others as you would like to be treated becomes very, very important as far as that goes. And so with all this emotional energies running high, this healing energy, this tapping into your intuition, which is a woman's wisdom, that's your superpower, Cancer. Just trying to remain calm and nurturing, using your intuition to navigate the craziness. And also, I would like to say, Cancer rules the house of the home and the hearth, and at the holiday time, there feels like Cancers in general feel an extra particular pressure to provide this loving, warm, nurturing environment for everybody. And sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. Sometimes we're so busy trying to make everything perfect that we drive everybody crazy, and then you're not having the effect that you want. And so what people really want is your time and attention. They don't need the food to be perfect. They don't need the house to be perfect. They don't need your life to be perfect. They need you to stop, sit down, and have the conversation. So how was your day? How'd it go? Oh, that's so adorable. Thanks for showing me that. Oh, yeah, let's put that on the refrigerator. It's those moments that matter so much more than whether or not the roast is perfect, or the tree is perfectly trimmed, or whatever you're doing, whatever holiday you're celebrating. Instead of worrying about whether or not the details of that is perfect, what really matters is that you are sharing the love with your loved ones, and that no one's feeling isolated and left out. So that you're the person that's offering, even if they're not accepting it at this point, being willing to offer, and not, it's not about it being perfect. The fact that it comes from you makes it perfect. So it really, it's the love that's going to count. And I'm just, hard lesson I had to learn myself. And I learned it a little late. So if you can take my advice here, then I feel like at least it was, cost per wear. I feel better about what it cost me. So it's not about having everything perfect. It's about listening. It's about caring. It's about nurturing. It's about being there. It's not about what you have. Okay? So when we move into Tuesday, the moon is in Gemini at 11:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. And, this is your idea to really put your ideas out there and see what, it's like throwing the spaghetti against the wall, see what sticks. But hopefully you've done the work, and what shows up and what sticks is great because you have discernment. So maybe not throwing the whole thing of spaghetti, but just the ones that you know are going to stick. Like being really discerning in the sharing of your ideas. And maybe not everything needs to be out there. It says, all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowledge. Keep your dreams a secret. Fourth sign I'm doing, this is the second sign that said don't share too much. So I think this Gemini energy is going to make everybody want to share, but maybe sharing isn't necessarily how you show you care. We have possibilities. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have a limited potential. I don't mean with making and creating the perfect holiday. I think this is about you elevating your personal holiday experience by finding the joy. By finding the joy in when you are having fun too, then everybody's having fun. So if there's a problem that you're working on, if there's like say a business proposition or a plan or something that's not revolving around making the house perfect, if you have something that you've been working on and you've been nurturing it and you're running into a few stumbling blocks, I feel like when I look at this, it says to me that if you take the time and slow down and take another look at it, you're going to be able to figure out what the solution is because you have the unlimited potential to solving this issue and being successful in it. So if it's something that does not fall into the realm of being there for your family, and there's all this emotional energy here, which really makes me think that's what the week is focused on. But we've been having this idea that's been building ever since that new moon that happened back over there in Taurus. And so there's something that I think you've been working on, and here's your opportunity to, not new moon in Taurus, new moon in Scorpio. And so here's your chance to bring this all together in looking for another way to manage it, using your intuition. So, Thursday. Okay, whoa. Wednesday. I really want to mention Wednesday. I kind of touched on it, but really Wednesday, people are going to be tense. People are going to be tense. So, take a deep breath and flow around it, right? Flow around it, your water sign. Just be aware there's a lot of planetary action that's going to make everybody just a little bit crabby. And so let them be crabby and you not be crabby. Or you be crabby and squirt away from all the crabby. I don't know. However you want to look at that. All right, so on Thursday morning at 12:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. on the 12th day of the 12th month, that makes that the 12/12 gateway, that is when that full moon in Gemini happens. This full moon in Gemini, because of where it's at, just as the full moon alone, it talks about that warrior fighting spirit and the protective energy and the new friendships coming in and the opportunity to develop that. That's one aspect of it. But because it's falling on this gateway time, I almost feel like the gateway becomes more of the story. And so this gateway is this opportunity to elevate into the 12th dimensional Christed light, to elevate your spiritual growth, to delve a little bit more into that idea that we are infinite beings having a human experience. We are the divine spark of God having a human experience. And so we're not our feelings, we're not our emotions, we're not our experiences, we're just having them. What we are is creator energy. Creator energy. And so you can become whatever you want. And so allowing yourself, creating some time to think about this, to spend some time in contact with your higher self, because you have stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. And so time in prayer and meditation, and maybe a nice saltwater bath, and allowing yourself just to reflect on the fact that you're on a spiritual journey. And this is a big gateway with a lot of energy flowing in. I mean, that is a lot of energy coming in. So, yes, take time to breathe out. So in the hurry-scurry of this week, find this moment, find this space so just write it on your calendar, you know. Friday night, Saturday night, you know, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night's good too. Whatever works for you. Take a time to, because that light that's coming in, that energy, the gateway's actually open until 12:21. So there's it's strongest at 12:12. So it kind of opened up before. I heard it was 12:1 or something like that. So, but that's when it's like really strong. So anytime around there to clear your energy, using salt water to release the negative energy, and then to just meditate and allow yourself to be right where you are. So yes, you need to release. What do you need to release? It says. What do you need to release? Wow, this lighting. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. So conclusions are within reach, and a new romantic cycle is beginning. And so it could be that this is you're feeling left out and neglected, and that romantic cycle is ending, and there is a soulmate, because the Six of Cups is definitely a soulmate that's bringing you a message of love that makes you feel emotionally filled up. Could totally be what's happening here. So depending on what your situation is. A new romantic cycle could also be you are involved with somebody and you've been a little distant, and you reconnect. I would recommend that you reach out and make that connection, you know, and try to bring both of you back to this sense of feeling emotionally secure and stable in your relationship, and allowing yourself to express your love. This is a good week to do that in. 3 things that are kind of hard for people to say are things like, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I love you. But they're important things to say. You know, wrong when you're actually wrong. Don't be accepting blame that is not yours. And so figuring out what it is that you want, and having a real clarity of your vision, and then hanging on to it, and writing it down and pinning yourself down on it. And it's going to take some self-reflection about what brings the pleasure and the joy in your life, making that emotional commitment to yourself, and what it is that you can do to create that. Gosh, you have so many cards today. All right, so we have healing heart again. So there's this definitely feels like, for some of you, it cannot be all of you, of course, some of you are kind of going through a heartache. And so it could be a heartache over a loss of a loved one that passed, and this time of year really kicks it up, or a relationship that ended, or, you know, a situation, a family situation. Where's the healing? Oh, here it is. So we have healing. So there's this healing energy needed. We have self-forgiveness. So, you know, again, allowing yourself to remember that you are a human. You're having a human experience, which means you are not perfect. You're going to make mistakes, and that's what you came here to do. So forgiving yourself for that. We have father healing. That's the first time I've seen that. Twice I've seen mother healing. So I think family issues get really kicked up at this time of year. And so, wow. And then these. So forgive yourself. Father healing, if you had a negative relationship or with authority figures in general, it could be a father or mother. It could be a boss. It could be a spouse that was just always really dominating. But usually if you get to the part where it's a spouse, you need to go back in your life and take a look at what it was like as a child. Because a lot of times we marry people that reflect some of that early childhood imprinting, right, of the family dynamics. And then we're like, whoa, this doesn't work. And we either figure out how to make it work, or we move on, which also helps make it work, right? So forgiving yourself for, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No, you needed to do that because you came here to learn this lesson, and all these people are here to help you. Your parents were here to help you learn that you needed to love yourself, that you needed to nurture yourself, that you needed to be your own authority, that you need to take responsibility for yourself, that you are in charge of your life. So these are the things, you know, when you understand that you're here to experience life and take responsibility for your soul growth, your personal responsibility. When you understand that, that's empowering, and you have the empowerment card. It says you are more powerful than you realize. It is safe to be powerful. So this father healing thing, I feel like it's like somewhere along the line early on, there was an authority figure that just made you feel like you had to toe the line, my way or the highway. And that kind of energy tends to make, as an adult, it's like you're always fighting for your own sense of self-worth and self-esteem and your own authority, and I can run my own life. And so it shows up in adolescence like a lot of rebellion, right? And then as we become older, we start realizing that, well, I don't know, do I need your approval? Because if I have your approval, then I'll have your love. Well, it actually doesn't work like that. When you love yourself, and then you attract that energy in. When you are not confident in who you are because of your authority figures in the past that have created this thing, stepping into your empowerment is done through self-love, self-care. That's how you get there. So loving yourself first. Oh, and you have playtime. Go have some fun. Don't be so worried about making everything so perfect that you don't enjoy yourself. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to get out there and enjoy the time too. You know? But here's what's really lovely, is you have a soulmate relationship. You have the soulmate card and a soulmate relationship, and a new romantic cycle begins. And there's somebody, something new coming to you. New romance with the spiritual basis is here for you now. You might not see it yet. Believe it. And welcome it in and encourage it to come in. Now, this could be with a person that you're already involved with. It could be that you both are, because everybody pretty much is going through these cycles and this energy, right, and leveling up. So allow that to happen. I just looked at the clock. It said 22:11. Those are such spiritual numbers. So yes, this energy it's coming in. You know, allow it to come in, allow it to flow in, and then find your balance, find your footing, find your self-confidence. Step into when that moon moves into Leo, where it's all about self-empowerment, because you feel good about yourself. Love who you are and allow that to shine through. Allow that to shine through. Allow the opportunities to happen for you. It really will make such a difference in your life. We've got Jupiter in a trine with chaos creating Aquarius over there in Taurus. And so you've got expansion and chaos happening at the same time. It's like the Big Bang Theory. Your new universe is being created right now. So, since you are co-creating with Spirit, what would you like to create? What do you want it to be? What do you want it to look like? Here's your opportunity. And we have reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Your light is shining brightly. Self-empowerment. That's the cat that opened the door. Self-empowerment, self-care, self-love. So don't put yourself last on the list, which is, you know, tends to be a thing that we Cancers do, right? We do. But when we put ourselves first, it's like putting your mask on, right? You know, the pressure drops in the cabin, and it's such a draft. The pressure drops in the cabin and the masks all drop down. Well, if you don't put your mask on first, you can't help the person next to you. So put your mask on, enjoy your life, love yourself, so that you can be there for everyone else, and you have Pearl connect with the divine. So take that time, have that bath experience where you meditate and just think about and I want to say journal or make yourself a vision board about what it is that you want for your life. And then just start moving in that direction because, you know, you're reaching your destination and it helps to know where you're going, okay? All right, you take care. Be looking for your yearly preview for 2020, so hit the notification bell so you won't miss it. And I will see you guys next week. You take care. We'll talk soon.